do appreciate it. I must also say a big thank you to all those people who've been commenting on my videos and sending me emails in response to them. Thank you very much for that. Now, I was going to do a video today about the Freedom Day, basically, how it's nice to get our freedoms back after being in lockdown for so long. That can wait till tomorrow. Today, I'd like to talk to you about heat exhaustion and dehydration, because in the short term, over the next few days, they're going to cause considerable problems, and I'm here today to help you deal with that. Now, heat exhaustion and dehydration have the same cause, basically not taking enough water and basically hot temperatures. At this time of year, historically, hundreds, if not thousands, of elderly people and children get admitted to hospital due to dehydration and heat exhaustion. Let me read off a list of signs and symptoms from the NHS website. Just give me a moment. Okay, headache, dizziness, confusion, loss of appetite, feeling sick, excessive sweating, pale, clammy skin, cramps in the arms and stomach, fast breathing or pulse, a high temperature of 38 degrees or above, being very thirsty. And that's a comprehensive list. You only really have to use your common sense. Now, so what can we do about it? Well, first thing, on an individual level, I'd like to get one of these. It's called a mobile phone. On one of these, a glass tumbler. Fill it up with water and set your timer for 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, get a sip of water. Keep doing that. And the goal is to make sure that you're drinking sufficient fluid that your urine becomes as colourless as we can get. That's the ideal goal. And the thing here is, if you do that, you have boundless more energy. And this is something you should be doing every day of the year, irrespective of whether it's hot or not. On top of that, what you should also be doing, I'm just leaning forward, is to get one of these. Okay, if you are getting one hot day, getting very hot, then what you do, get a couple of these. They're cooling elements, and keep them in your freezer. You can put them underneath your armpits. They go a long way to helping cool the body down. Other things you can do to keep yourself cool: please try to avoid going outside between 10 AM and 2 PM. That's when it's hottest. On top of that, try to avoid having tea, alcohol and coffee during hot weather if you can. By their very nature, they dehydrate you. On top of that, please consider having one layer of clothing on at this time of year, and make sure it's loose-fitting cotton. That can go a long way to help with heat loss at this time of year. On top of that, please have a fan on, and that will do wonders as well. But please make sure you have lots and lots of fluid at this time of year. Please don't become a statistic. At this time of year, hundreds, if not thousands of people get admitted to hospital due to dehydration and heat exhaustion. Don't be a statistic. It doesn't need to happen to you. Secondly, just as importantly, if you have any elderly relatives or neighbours, please check in on them. When I was a junior doctor, frequently would have people admitted to hospital, people over the age of 60, and what happened is they'd only been found a couple of days after collapsing due to heat exhaustion or dehydration. They found collapse, they'd been there for a couple of days, no one had checked in them, and would have to give them intravenous fluids to avoid death, because basically no one had checked up on them. Please make sure you do this. If you have any elderly relatives or friends, just a quick telephone call every couple of hours. Everything okay? Yeah. If necessary, just give them a call back. Something like that. Ask them to watch this video. Ask them to make sure they're well hydrated. Ask them to keep cool, and you do a long way to avoid this problem from occurring. Thank you very much for your time. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.